So what did you think of the apartment?
It was beautiful.
Well, good. I can't wait for you to move in. So let's get your application process started, okay? Wonderful. So we can do this online, but I'm going to walk you through with what we have here on paper.
Okay.
So this is your application. You'll fill this out along with your screening criteria and a privacy policy. We'll get that processed with a $75 application fee and a $75 admin fee. That'll take care of the time it takes us to get your screening done through a third party.
Okay.
And then it comes, once that happens, we'll have a decision from our third party provider. We'll have an option between paying a deposit or a one-time fee. So have you ever lived in an apartment before?
I have not.
Ah, okay. Well, sometimes you have a deposit you can pay, and what happens is you pay that deposit, and then that stays in a savings account with us, and it's kind of locked up, right? You can't use it over the time frame. Or we have an option to make your move-in process a little cheaper. You can pay a one-time fee that covers the deposit that you would pay, so you have less money that's tied up, and it's cheaper for you to move.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so typically it starts at about $350, and that will get you the value of that $1,000 deposit. And then based on screening, we may get a recommendation for something higher. But once that happens, we'll sit down and have the conversation about what that looks like.
Okay.
Maybe there's something on your credit, or maybe there's a late pay, something like that that maybe we don't know until we screen you.
Okay.
Okay, so does that sound okay?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The 350 sounds much better than 1,000.
Yes, yes. So it saves you some money on the move-in and all those good things. So let's get your application started, and then we'll walk you through the rest of the process.
I can't wait.
Thank you. How's it going, Chelsea?
Oh, it's great. I'm just finishing up.
Well, good. I wanted to visit with you and just make sure you didn't have any questions.
No, I had a few questions.
Okay.
The replacement for a deposit, is it refundable just like a normal security deposit?
So it's not. It is a fee. So it'll be paid for processing, and it kind of takes the place of that deposit. So it is a fee that is not refundable.
Okay, okay. So do I have to pay that every time if I wanted to choose to renew, do I have to pay that every year?
Well, I love that you're talking about renewing because we want you here forever. But it's one time at the beginning of your lease, and then you can opt to get it at renewal. We usually don't require it unless there's something that's happened. Maybe there's consistent late pays or something that could happen during the lease term. I'm sure that's not going to happen to you, but typically it's not required. We one-time fee and then you're done.
Okay, okay. And then if I do decide to move out, do I have to pay for my own damages? Does that cover my damages?
Yeah, so anything that you cause inside the apartment, unless it's normal wear and tear, but let's say you I don't know, you break the hose on the faucet or something, right? And we have to come in and do that. You would be liable for those damages. It wouldn't cover that. But we would come to you and kind of work that out and figure out maybe a payment plan, what that would look like. But it is basically a reduction of that move-in cost.
Absolutely.
So it lets you move cheaper, but it doesn't cover any damage related to the apartment. So we'll just be careful.
Absolutely. I think that's all my questions. I'm excited to be here.
Okay, me too.
Thank you.
So Chelsea, I see that you're coming along. Were there any other questions that you had?
I did have some questions. It said something about credit here. I do have a little bumps on my credit that I'm a little worried about. Will that affect me at all?
Yeah, so it could. Again, we run your credit through a third-party company, and so they'll look at the credit and they'll make a recommendation based on income and qualifications, and then they'll make a recommendation. We try to fit everybody into that $350 fee, or that would cover that $1,000 deposit, but it could go all the way up to a $1,250 fee based on what they do find on your credit.
Okay.
Typically, they'll come back with a recommendation, and then I'll make a phone call and say, hey, this is what we're seeing. Or do we want to move forward with this application, or do we not want to move forward with it?
Okay. I was told that I was going to get a $599 total move-in. Does that include that?
Yeah,
fee,
well, that's
or?
a really great special, and it is if you qualify.
Okay.
So that $599 would cover you if you qualify for the $350 or $100 move-in. I mean, $1,000 deposit. If not, we would have the $599 that we could credit for the $75 application and the $75 admin fee, and then the difference would cover your prorated month in. And then there would be an additional fee because you didn't meet the qualifying criteria because of those bumps in your credit.
Right.
So that $1,250 would be on top of that. So you still get that $599 for the move-in and for the first month's rent, you know, that prorate, but you do owe the $1,250 if that were to come back that way.
Okay. And that's all due at the time of move-in?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I appreciate it.
Anything else?
No, I don't believe so. I'm excited that deposit fee will save me some money, so I'm excited about that.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Thank you.